In this video, we are going to set up an integration between Replit and GitHub. This will allow us to push our code up to GitHub, and once it's there, we will be able to host it from GitHub. So we're going to start with this hello world, and we are going to need to add a file in order to use this effectively on GitHub. And the file is a special file called README. So it's capital readme.md, that stands for Markdown. And in this file, we're just going to put a title. So, and we use a hash. And Markdown is just like HTML is a Markdown language for hypertext. Markdown MD is a file type that is similar, but instead of using an H1, we use a single hash to indicate a header. So I'm going to enter hello world, and this will be the README that will show up on my GitHub page. We'll see that in action. So the next thing that we need to do is to connect Replit to GitHub. And we can do that by clicking on our account name. So here, RE for Rebecca, and then account. Then scroll down until you get to connected services, and we want to connect to GitHub. So we're going to click on connect. This will take you out to actually a page where Replit is requesting permission from GitHub to connect. And we are going to authorize that. So click on authorize Replit. And that takes us back into Replit. If I scroll down here, you'll see that I have this option now to disconnect. That shows me on the Replit side that I have made a connection. If I go to GitHub and I'm here in account, so this is as if I had gone from my account picture to settings, and then I had clicked on applications, and we can see under authorized GitHub apps that we have connected Replit. Our next step is to authorize our account. So we have, signed on with our email here to Replit, and now we want to authorize this account that I'm working on here to be able to push code up to GitHub. So let me go back to my REPL. So I'm going to go to Hello World. And in here, we've got on the right-hand side the shell and the web view. I'm going to open up with this plus a Git window. So Git. And what I'm seeing here is that I can't push or pull from GitHub because I'm not connected. So I'm going to click on this connect. So I'm connecting this, and I will authorize it. And this is authorizing my personal account, Rebecca Pelt. So install that. And now I am connected to GitHub, and it has created a Hello World repository. And if I sync with remote, this is what is going to push commands up there. Now let's go check out here and see what we've got. So if I go to Rebecca Peltz, I now have this Hello World repository, and it has pushed up all of the files that I had in Replit. So all of these files. So I am now, and you can see this Hello World, here's my README. Let's just see what happens if I want to update README. So let's say I'm going to just type in some text here, and this will go in like a paragraph would in HTML. We're just going to say project to connect to GitHub. So that will get saved. And then notice that it's showing me under get that I have a file that's been modified. If I want to push this change up, all I have to do is make some kind of a message. And this can be whatever you want. Usually try to make it descriptive. I'm just going to say update readme. And then stage and commit all changes. These are terms that are used for version control. So one of the main reasons people use GitHub is for version control. At this point, we are just checking all of our code into a single branch, the main branch, which is the default branch. But I still need to do the process of giving it a message. And I'll click on stage and commit, and then sync with remote. And what I would expect to see is that when I refresh this, that I see that the updated README. So that is how we set up our integration. And from here on out, we can make changes to Hello World and then just commit them and do the sync with remote.